Hi guys, Black is here. I want to tell y'all a little brake problem story from a Trailblazer. I have a 2004 Chevrolet Trailblazer 4.2 inline 6, 275 horsepower. Right now it has 196,000 miles, original motor. I've only put one transmission in it, one rear end. All right, when I bought it used in 2008. I paid $9,000 for it. No, I did not buy it cash. I wished I had, but I didn't. Anywho, it had 65,000 miles on it then, and I had the car, I don't know, maybe a year, maybe less. I don't really remember. But anyway, I used to live at Cascade and 285, right? It's an apartment complex, not far from that intersection. But anyway, if you go on 285 south, when you get to Cascade, you get off. I think this was the same exit the rapper Shawty Low died in a car accident. I think this is the exact same exit. Anywho, if you're doing like 85 miles per hour and you come off this exit, there's a hump at the top of the ramp that throws your car up in the air and it comes back down. It can kind of unsettle your car. Well, my Trailblazer, again, I get off doing 85 and I can usually slow the car down by the time I get to the red light, but the brakes would be fading at the bottom. It wasn't a real big deal though. All right, so one morning I'm going to work. My old job, Nima, up in Gwinnett County. So I'm headed to a safety meeting at that. It's about 6:30 in the morning, right? Not that many people on the road because it was on a Sunday. So I'm doing about 70, 75, something like that. And some brother comes past me in an Ford Explorer and just for no reason jumps in front of me. I mean, he just come past me, jump in front of me. Now I'm tailgating. I'm like, what the hell? So I hit through bright lights on him and he slams on brakes. Slows me down to 15 miles per hour. I look in the rearview mirror, there's nobody behind me, so I'm not worried about anybody running in the back of me, but I slowed down to 15 miles per hour with him. And finally, I got into the right lane or left lane, whatever, and went past him, got up to like 85 miles per hour, and then turned the cruise control back on, let the car fall back down to 75 or 65, whatever the hell I was doing before this happened. He comes past me again, jumps in front of me, and slams on brakes again. So this time he slowed me down to 35, and at 35 miles per hour, my brakes faded. And to keep from running in the back of him, I had to swerve from behind him. So this time, I don't have time to play with him. I'm trying to get to the safety meeting, so I sped up to like 104, the top speed at that time, and he left me alone, right? So I slowed back down and went on to work. But when I got out of work, I went to, I think it was O'Reilly, and I bought me some new Wagner front brake pads because I don't like driving a car with brake pads that fade, you know. So I put these Wagner brake pads on and they stopped better. They didn't fade and I felt more secure with these brake pads. I mean, I remember I could get off the same exit again doing 85 miles per hour. I could bring the car to a stop, and when I get to the bottom hill, the brakes did not fade, the Wagner. So I was pretty happy with the Wagner brake pads, right? And I was happy up until I bought my F-150. In 2016, when I bought my new F-150, I noticed how when you touch the brake pedal, it would stop, it would grab, it had bite. My Trailblazer, you touch the brake pads, it is like, you could feel them, but they didn't have bite. And I'm like, I wonder why they don't have bite. So I'm thinking, well, maybe if I go out and buy some brand new GM pads. GM wants $220 for their pads for that Trailblazer. And I'm like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna buy them. I don't think I'm gonna buy them. And I don't think Motorcraft make brake pads for my Trailblazer. I never checked, but I don't think they do. Well, anyway, I love YouTube. You know I love YouTube. All I ever talk about is YouTube, right? So I'm watching a YouTube video and some guy's putting brakes on a BMW. And he said that he only used Bosch brake pads. And I'm like, Bosch? Bosch make brake pads? Now, I knew Bosch made spark plugs, oxygen sensors. I knew they made those ABS modules, but I didn't know they made brake pads. So I went on eBay, looked up 2004 Trailblazer Bosch brake pads, and damn if I found some. Like $40-something, I think they were. So I ordered them. Now, my Wagner pads, since that time that guy, brake checked me, I put, 2-3 sets of Wagner brake pads, because they would only last like 35,000 miles. I had to buy some more to put on there. But the last pair wasn't worn down. I don't even think they were halfway worn down. But anyway, I wanted to see what the Bosch brake pads stopped like. Now, I'm going to tell you, these were white box Bosch pads. What's the difference? I think the white box is the pads are softer, a little bit softer, because when I put them on, they would smell. The car would stop, but they would smell. I mean, they smelled for like months. And then they stopped smelling. They don't smell no more. I mean, even if you drive fast, they don't smell no more. But they stopped a lot better than the Wagner. I'm talking about, and it's so funny, I'm talking about for months. I'm driving my Trailblazer, I would put on brakes and I would throw myself through the windshield because I was so used to having to hit them damn Wagners. And now with the Bosch, you don't have to hit them, you just press your foot on them. You stop like you do the F-150, just put your foot down and they stop. So I mean, it took me months to get used to that. So I would never buy Wagner brake pads again. I would never buy Wagner brake pads again. If I can't find Bosch or whatever, I might buy them then, but otherwise, I ain't buying them no more. I mean, they decent brake pads, but they don't have the bite that Bosch has. Now, I'm gonna tell you something about Bosch. Now, I'm just praising them, right? Let me tell you something about my Golf. I have a 2004 Golf. I bought used, paid $800 for it, right? It's got, I think 203,000 miles on it. Well, anyway, when I got it, it had some kind of brake pads on. I have no idea, but they didn't stop worth a damn. So I took the brake pads off and I ran out, got me some Bosch brake pads, put them on front and back, and it did stop better. The car stopped better. I was happy until I noticed something. When I drive real fast in my Golf and just say somebody cut me off, I slam on brakes to the point that I'm expecting the ABS to come on. It don't come on. And then one time I was doing something, again, somebody cut me off or I had to stop real hard and I slammed on brakes and I just knew the ABS was gonna come on. It didn't come on. The car just came to a stop. And I'm like, what the hell? Then one day I'm like, I'm trying to get the ABS to come on, but it won't come on. And I'm like, what the hell? Is the master cylinder bad or something? I replaced the master cylinder because the brake pedal seemed a little soft and it did help. It did get firmer, but it still would not lock the ABS on dry ground. I'm like, what the hell? So anyway, I'm watching TV. I'm watching something and the name Beck Arnley come up. Beck Arnley. Okay, I used to work for a company up in Alpharetta that sold brake products, and that's how I found out about Wagner. We used to also sell Beck Arnley. Beck Arnley made brake pads for foreign cars, all right? So I looked on eBay for some Beck Arnley brake pads for my Golf, right? I remember they had pretty decent brake pads, right? So I bought some, I don't know, I forgot what they are. I think they were 084 or 086, something like that. I think they're semi-metallic brake pads. So anyway, I bought those Beck Arnley brake pads, put them on my Golf in the front, right? And how about now, when I slam on brakes, they will lock up. They will lock up. Oh, I left out a good part. When I took the Bosch brake pads off the Golf, if you ever buy cheap brake pads like Detroit Axle or any kind of cheap brake pad, when they get hot, the pad material will flake off. I mean, literally, the side, usually it's the side of the brake pad. It flakes off. I mean, you can just peel it off like a flake. Well, them Bosch pads on that Golf was flaky. And I'm like, wait a minute, these are Bosch brake pads. They shouldn't be flaky. Now, I haven't taken the pads off my Trailblazer because I haven't had any problem. Like I said, it stopped damn good. So I'm happy with those Bosch. But my Golf, I'm like, what the hell? But the Beck Arnley, they stopped damn good. Damn good, you know. So I just want to make a little quick video, tell y'all that little story about that. I could go on further if you want me to. I like the Bosch brake pads so much on my Trailblazer, I put them on my Cadillac DeVille. And I'm going to tell you about my DeVille. I hope this video is not too long, but anyway. When I got my DeVille, I bought Wagner brake pads. This is back before I found out Wagner brake pads were not that good. Well, they sent me the wrong brake pad. They sent me some big ass brake pads for a limousine, you know. So I sent them back and I needed brake pads. So I went to O'Reilly and I wanted to buy some Wagner from them, but they didn't have any. So I bought the next best thing, which is Stop Tech or Brake Tech or Brake Stop, whatever the hell they had at O'Reilly. That wasn't O'Reilly, it was Advance. I'm sorry, Advance. Well, anyway, these brake pads faded. They stopped, but they faded. You had to step down on them to get them to stop. So I tried some Detroit Axle brake pads. I have videos about that. They were dusty as hell. Dusty. They stopped pretty good, but they were dusty. I mean, 400 miles, you rub your finger across the road and it'll be completely black, right? I tried AutoZone. I bought some AutoZone Max. One of my fans, I think his name was Mike. I think Mike told me to try the AutoZone Max. So I bought the AutoZone Max pads, put them on. They stopped better than the Advanced pads. They stopped as well as the Detroit. The Detroit Axle pads stopped. They just produce a lot of dust. A lot of dust. Now the AutoZone Max, they produce dust, not as much as the Detroit Axle, and they stopped pretty good. Seemed like the pedal was firmer, you know. Actually, the pedal was softer, but it stopped better. Don't confuse me. Anyway, so when I found out the Bosch pads were so good, I took the AutoZone pads off and I bought the Bosch brake pad. Now this time, for my Golf, the box was blue, and the Cadillac, the box was blue. They stopped good on the Cadillac. They stopped damn good. I don't remember any smoking or smelling anything like that. They stopped damn good. I'm happy with the Bosch pads on the Cadillac and the Trailblazer, but I won't buy them for the Golf again. Maybe I got a bad batch, I don't know, but I won't buy them for the Golf again. I will buy Beck Arnley. But anyway, if you have any questions, comments, leave them. Dre, y'all have a good day. Bye.